welcome back to another video on the Football Zone and to a midweek review, reviewing all of the Premier League and Championship action. And starting off with the Premier League, and on Tuesday night it finished Wolves 2, Crystal Palace 0 at Molineux. Big win for Wolves. Anderson with an own goal in the 3rd minute, and in the 94th minute Ruben Neves from the spot made it 2-0. And I would say, 2-0. Wolves probably just about deserved to get the win. Was 2-0 maybe a fair score? I would say maybe 1-0, but big win for Wolves in their relegation worries. Palace pretty much already safe anyway. Moving on then to Aston Villa 1, Fulham 0 at Villa Park. It was a Tyrone Mings goal early on in the 21st minute who gave Aston Villa the lead. Big win this for Aston Villa. They were dominant here and really deserved it. Obviously bouncing back from that kind of poor performance against Brentford, and once again they're looking very, very good for a European space, you'd say. Which is obviously good news for them. For Fulham, a bit disappointing after 2 wins on the trot, but I think they're kind of got nothing to play for. Leeds 1, Leicester 1 was scoring a massive game down at the bottom of the Premier League. Tillemans had a brilliant goal disallowed in the 7th minute, and Sinestra in the 20th minute gave Leeds the lead. But in the 80th minute it was Jamie Vardy who equalised. Patrick Bamford also missed an absolute sitter in this game, so I think Leeds being 1-0 up, having that missed opportunity, will find it very hard to kind of accept not getting 3 points here. For Leicester, not a bad point on the road, but I think both of these games kind of will be frustrating away, because it's a game which they really could have targeted for 3 points to really edge away from the relegation zone. Moving on then to Wednesday's action, it was a massive win for Nottingham Forest as they defeated Brighton 3-1. Brighton took the lead in the 38th minute after Brennan Johnson missed a penalty for Forest. Groves with an own goal equalised just on the stroke of half time, and then goals from Danilo and Gibbs White made it 3-1. Massive win for Forest this. I don't know, they play well here, and I would say maybe deserve the 3 points. Brighton, I think, maybe taking some time to recover in that FA Cup semi-final loss, but Forest, big win and much needed. But moving on into West Ham 1, Liverpool 2 at Upton Park, and it was Paqueta who gave West Ham the lead in the 12th minute. Cody Gakpo in the 18th minute made it 1-1. Jared Bowen had a goal disallowed through VAR for offside in the 55th minute, and Matip made him pay in the 67th minute, getting a win for Liverpool. Another good win for Liverpool. They're finding some form now towards the end of the season. 3 wins on the trot now. Up into 6th place. I don't know, maybe top 4 is too far off, but I think they're looking good for Europa League spot at least. But for West Ham, frustrating having taken the lead. But moving on then to another team who will be a lot more frustrated than Liverpool, I think, and that is Chelsea. Chelsea 0, Brentford 2. Azpilicueta with an own goal in the first half to give Brentford the lead, and then it was Mbeumo in the 78th minute who gave sealed Brentford the win. And Chelsea had more of the game, to be honest, but Brentford were clinical, scored when it mattered. Frank Lampard, what a sorry state of affairs it is at Chelsea at the moment. With the remaining fixtures, I can't see them picking up more points, but Brentford, that would be a famous win for them. But moving on into a famous win for Man City and defeating Arsenal 4-1 to put one hand on the trophy. It's dominant from Man City, really. They took the lead through Kevin De Bruyne in the 7th minute, and then goals from John Stones, De Bruyne again, and that man Haaland. Holding scored for Arsenal in the 86th minute, but it was too little, too late. Arsenal coming away with a bit of a drubbing, really, and City just showing why they're so good at the moment, and will be Premier League champions once again at the end of the season. For Arsenal, it was a valiant effort to stay in the race so long, but City really just shown how good they are in the last few weeks. Everton 1, Newcastle 4 was the score at Goodison Park on Thursday in the Premier League, and a really bad night for Everton. Callum Wilson gave Newcastle the lead in the 28th minute before Joe Linton made it 2. Wilson made it 3. Everton got a goal back, but it was Murphy who made it 4-1 late on. And Newcastle really just showing the golfing class, which is why they're going to be playing in the top 4 next season. And Everton could well be in the Championship the way they're heading. I don't really blame it on Dyche, but at the moment they're just such a mess, aren't they? It's kind of hard to see them getting out of it, but moving on then to Southampton, if Everton are likely going down, Southampton are definitely going down. A 1-0 defeat to Bournemouth, they were really poor here. Tavernier got the only goal of the game in the 50th minute, you'd have to say on the whole it was probably deserved by Bournemouth, had more of the game, great job by them. Gary O'Neill does a great job. They're essentially safe now. So huge result for them. But for Southampton, such a disappointing season, and capped off with another awful result here. Moving on then to Tottenham 2, Manchester United 2 at White Hart Lane, and it was Sancho and Rashford who gave United a 2-0 lead in the first half. They let it go. Goals from Porro and Son. And yeah, on the whole, there wasn't much separated two sides, and I would say a draw is definitely a strong result here for Tottenham coming from 2 down. Game that they maybe need to win to have any chance of getting in the top 4, but I think that's probably gone now. The top 4 look kind of assured now, but for Tottenham, a good response, you could say, so give them credit for that, but Manchester United will be disappointed to throw a 2-goal lead away. Moving on then to the Championship action this week, and it finished Blackburn 0, Burnley 1 at Ewood Park. And yeah, Burnley finally stealing the Championship in the 66th minute through Benson. And yeah, it was a tight game. Burnley may have just edged it. But yeah, for Blackburn, frustrating one. Obviously, harm their playoff hopes. It's not looking so good for that now. But for Burnley, yeah, famous win to seal the title at their rivals' ground, and yeah, just caps off a remarkable season for them really, and yeah, they'll be absolutely delighted with that. And another team in the Championship that will be absolutely delighted is Sheffield United, because they sealed their return back to the Premier League with a 2-0 win against West Brom. Sander Berge gave them the lead in the 58th minute, and they double lead in the 76th minute, and yeah, it was a win that Sheffield United deserved. Definitely been the second best team over the course of the season, so fully deserving of their promotion to the Premier League. For West Brom though, yeah, their playoff hopes really kind of fading now, which is a massive shame for them. Yeah, it's just not been a great season for them, but for Sheffield United, huge win, and congratulations to them on their return to the Prem. On Thursday in the Championship, it was a massive game down at the bottom with Rotherham taking on Cardiff, and Cardiff went ahead through FTK in the 11th minute. Rotherham equalised before Cardiff missed a penalty right on the stroke of half time, but Kit Pray in the 87th minute got the winner for Cardiff, and yeah, it's a result which sees them basically safe. Rotherham though still right in amongst it, tough game against Middlesbrough on Saturday, so yeah, they're definitely right in amongst it, but for Cardiff, huge result and kind of justice for when they were winning last time, I suppose. So yeah, great result for them. But anyway, guys, that's it for the video. Thanks very much for watching. Remember to like, share, subscribe, next comments on my phone, share daily football news, and subscribe to the channel. It's going to be greatly appreciated. Thanks very much for watching. Peace out.